It has begun. Mortal
Oh.
Kombat. I like how everyone just immediately goes to singing that theme. Not singing, but more just going like a bunch of fucking morons.
Mortal Kombat.
That theme took over the 90s. That theme is what made Smosh famous. We gotta remember that.
I thought it was
Because remember, they did the Mortal Kombat video,
oh yeah,
and I'm pretty sure that's what
because the
made them
first
famous.
video I think was Power Rangers, and then it was the Pokemon theme.
Oh, I don't know. I never saw those ones. But anyway, we're not the Smosh podcast. We're the Anime Nerds podcast. We talk about anime. Sometimes we'll start with something stupid. Sometimes we'll start with anime, and sometimes we won't start at all, because sometimes I have a busy week and I can't record it, so it's delayed, but not this time. Yay!
Huzzah!
Hooray! We only have 3 people this time though, so we downgraded.
Unfortunately, because
But-
no one wanted to come.
Who needs those
Cat-
nerds?
Cat-
I
Cat
do.
got
But-
sick from living inside Centaur's corpse.
oh yeah, right. And now they're both dead. So
Maybe he's not dead.
Also, because I
Couldn't believe
may
the
have killed
suspense.
them.
all right.
Because
Well,
I may have killed those guys. But
wait, Mega Man.
those souls are mine now.
Okay, I almost thought you
Maybe
said
not.
Mega Maid. Mega Maid
Mega
from
Maid.
Spaceballs.
Those souls back.
Anyway, we have 3 questions.
Nice
We
one.
have a discussion, and of course, as always, we have our anime battle, which is Shigeo Kageyama from Mob Psycho 100 versus Tatsumaki from One Punch Man. If anyone doesn't know who those characters are, the 2 psychics created by the same person in 2 different anime or manga. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Because they both have psychic powers.
Yes, and one has a. Never mind. I was about to say I was gonna go with something. If you search Tatsumaki on the internet, like one of the first Google things you'll find is butt. I'm not even kidding, because there's a split-second frame in episode 10 when she's like holding up the like when the ship lands and she's holding up like the stuff, it goes under her and there's a split-second frame where you can see her ass. I only know this because Josh sent me a photo of it and I was like, oh, okay.
Really?
Or wait, no, it's someone else. One of my friends sent me a link to like a forum page, and that's where they said that. And that was like the other day, and I was like, oh, I never noticed that. I mean, I know the internet has a fascination with her ass, but it's kind of standard for the internet.
Jeez.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about ass. We're here to talk about the first question, which is, what's your favorite anime movie?
Ooh.
Bonus points if it's not a Ghibli movie.
What?
For me, this one's actually a little tough because there's like three movies that I could choose on any given day that I could say is my favorite. And funny enough, only one of them is a Ghibli movie. And it's not Spirited Away. Not to say that Spirited Away is not that Spirited Away is not a fantastic movie. It is, but it's not my favorite. My favorite is Princess Mononoke. Of the Ghibli movies. And then the other 2 are Redline and Project A-ko on Civil Wars. And I kind of debated in my head which one would be my favorite, and I gotta go with Redline. Because as much as I love Princess Mononoke for like its beautiful animation and wonderful characters and like this actually really smart environmental message that doesn't make the humans assholes, they're just, they're doing what they have to try and sustain living. Like, it's a realistic portrayal. And as much as I love Project A-ko on Civil Wars for being a really campy, really fun, early 90s anime movie that like parodies a lot of like sci-fi stuff and surprisingly has a lot of really good like genuine moments in it. I gotta go with Redline because if you want to know what pure adrenaline is, you watch Redline. In case anyone doesn't know, it's a racing anime. It's like in the future, it's like all these alien races and such. They compete in this race competition called Redline, and it's extremely dangerous. And one of the
That sounds interesting.
and on this red line, they actually choose it on a planet called Robo World. The problem is, Robo World doesn't want them there, so they continuously try to blow them up. So there's like this army attacking these racers as they go through this race. And it's like you know the pod race from Star Wars Episode 1? Just imagine that, except good, and it looks better. Because the CG does not hold up in that. But yeah, Redline is awesome. The animation is fantastic. Like the style is so great, and I haven't gotten it on DVD yet, but it is if you have a chance to see it because it is that kind of like it's like taking a syringe of adrenaline, jabbing into your neck, squeezing it hardcore, and then your muscles bulge with intensity and awesomeness. That's what watching Redline is. Or it's just, cool anime about racing and shit.
So is it dubbed?
Oh yeah, it's dubbed. Damn it, what's his name? The voice of Scorpion plays the main character.
Oh, really? Voice of Scorpion?
Yeah, the voice of Scorpion is an anime. He voiced Dio in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's done a lot of anime voices.
I didn't see.
He voiced you've seen Kill la Kill? He voiced the big guy, Gamagori.
Him?
Yeah, he voiced him too. That was him. That's him. He played Patrick Seitz. That's it. Patrick Seitz. Yeah, Patrick Seitz voices the main character, and Michelle Ruff voices the main female character.
Okay.
And it's just really fun. It's a really good anime. I think it's about an hour and 20 minutes long. So it's like a standard length. It's not, and the entire thing isn't a race either. So it's not like, okay, we're just gonna go out a race for an hour. It's like the actual race is about 40, 50 minutes. Or actual racing. There's actual racing for about 40, 50 minutes. The other stuff is like character stuff and going in the background. But it's just a really fun anime. And when I first saw it, I was like, hell yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, it was fucking rad.
I guess mine is, well, like this was like a tough one since since I couldn't remember like which one one I liked, but I think the one that was my favorite was Dragon Ball movies, which was the one with Cooler in it.
Oh, Cooler movie? Oh, okay. Interesting. Which one? The first one or the second one?
Because I like mostly really liked of how Cooler looked and looked, and I just liked him since he was like a cool looking villain and just yeah.
I mean, okay, I don't usually hear people talking about the Cooler movie. Not to like say that your opinion's wrong, but I haven't heard too many people say the Cooler movie is their favorite. Usually people will go more towards like Battle of Gods or World's Strongest.
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
so
trust me, I'm not trying to like say that your opinion is wrong, but in my opinion, those two are way better than the Cooler movie.
Not actually my favorite, but it's just like one that I actually like.
Okay. Then what is your favorite? Have you seen any Studio Ghibli movie?
No, that's the thing. I don't know.
Have you seen? God damn it, Matt! You do this every time. Have you seen any Studio Ghibli movie?
I think I've seen one, Spirited Away.
And you didn't say that one? That's the one that everyone is like, oh my god, it's so good. I mean, it is really good, but I'm not.
One then yeah, Spirited Away then.
All right, fine. There, a real opinion. You don't have to kill him, internet. I saved you, Matt. You're welcome.
I'm like I couldn't and watch the rest of it because my sisters would always have
nightmares.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, because there's some creepy stuff in there. Like no face eating people and weird witches and shit.
So I couldn't like watch it. It wasn't I we liked it. They didn't. So
Well, I mean, like
unfortunately,
the rest of the movie is still really good. So if you ever get a chance, check it out. So
I think we did watch it all the way through.
I know if you ever get a chance to finish it, then like watch it all the way through and check it out. Because I mean, as much as I don't think it's the best digital movie, I can agree that like I can understand why everyone loves it because it is a very enjoyable movie, very enjoyable. I think it won an Academy Award. I think did it or did it win a
all the way
Oscar? I don't know.
Actually,
it won some award in the West. That's how good it was. So
I need to see it all the way through.
I know you keep saying that.
I couldn't rewatch it.
You've said that, Matt. We're not on repeat. This isn't Looper or Groundhog Day.
You didn't hear me, Jake. Fine. Jeez.
Rawr. Angry noises.
Nick. Tomorrow.
Yeah,
what?
Nick. Oh. Answer my goddamn question. What time is it?
What time is it?
Yes.
Well, it is. It's 8 minutes.
That's not the question. That's not the answer I was looking for. I was looking for a punchline, but okay. Continue.
4:20. Yeah.
No, that was a shitty punchline.
I have a problem answering this question because I haven't seen an anime movie since like 2012 or like around there.
Oh. Well, I mean, like, if you want any recommendations, I got a whole bunch of them.
Please, because I find it hard getting into anime movies.
There's like pretty much any Studio Ghibli movie is really good. As I said, my favorite is Redline, which is a really good one. It's like this high octane racing anime, and it has like you know how Crazy Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann are. It's a lot like that.
Yeah.
Like stylistically and such. And then one that I enjoy is Project Echo on Civil Wars. It's very hard to find. I think the DVD for it is like $50 on eBay. And like other places it's like over 100 or something. So I mean, I think it's on YouTube, but I don't condone that. But what you do is your business. So, but that one's really fun. And then I do like the fairy tale movie Phoenix Priestess. Some of the Dragon Ball Z movies are fun.
Yeah, I've seen Spirited Away and some Dragon Ball Z movies.
Okay.
Like I said, I find it very difficult to get into the movies.
Well, I mean, like, the movies tied to shonen are usually like, they range from shit to actually pretty good. I have not seen the My Hero Academia movie yet. Unfortunately, I did not get to see it in theaters, but I will buy it on DVD, and I will try to review it, but I've heard it's good. So.
That's good.
Yeah. But, alright. Speaking of that, I guess we'll go to our second question.
I have opinions.
Speaking of that, I guess we'll go to our second question, which is actually an interesting one. It's something I've noticed. It's, do you think shonen anime is becoming less popular? Because let's go ahead and think about this. Let's think of the 90s. It was like Yu Yu Hakusho. There was Dragon Ball Z. There was Inuyasha. They were like getting these big buzz. These were like the big anime. There was One Piece. And in the 2000s, there was Naruto. There was Bleach. There was still One Piece again. There was Fairy Tail. And later, but now, when you think of like big show, like really popular, there's really only like maybe two that come to mind, and only one of them is really critically popular. Because in the past, like all these anime were like really popular with fans, and critics loved them. Like, oh my god, they're so great, they're really fun, they're enjoyable. And now like the big ones out like Boruto, which some people say is kind of like a shallow Naruto. There's Black Clover, which, well, you know, there is Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, which people say is like a lesser version of Dragon Ball Z. It's okay. And then like the only one that
say was a better GT.
That's not saying much.
Yeah.
But and then like really the only one that's getting a really popular one that's getting like because there's other ones that are smaller like Seven Deadly Sins is smaller and it's getting a lot of critical buzz, but it's not like nearly to the same huge like monster that shonen used to be. The only one that's really being popular is My Hero Academia. In fact, I'd say shonen is kind of in a similar place as platformers were for a while, because for a while platforming games were only being survived by Nintendo and maybe some indie developers here and there. And sure, Nintendo's not going to die. That's for sure. And for now, we know that My Hero Academia is likely not going to die unless they really fuck up. Like, really fuck up. But the problem is with platformers, they've come back because of a resurgence of bringing back old ones and new ones. But for shonen, we've already brought back a lot of the old ones. We have Dragon Ball again. We still have One Piece. God
Yeah, I
damn
was
it.
waiting for that.
Let it die. Let it
And
die.
speaking of that, a lot of people have been jumping off the One Piece train. Like, it's not nearly as popular as it used to be, at least in the anime. The manga is still really popular, and I've heard people still really love it. The anime, I stopped caring because it started to suck really badly. I mean, I've said that I think Toei's shit anyway, and I'm honestly happy the next Dragon Ball Z movie is not being done by them, so it actually looks good. But yeah, that's just it's something I've noticed. Like, do you think this is true, or is it just like me looking too far into it?
I'd say yes, actually, because if you think about it, there's a lot of new people going into anime, and they're not going to jump into a shonen because it's such a massive time sink. Because, like you said, like One Piece and Naruto, they've got like hundreds upon thousands of episodes. No one's going to watch that, and people are just going to be like, "Well, I don't have time for that, so I'll just watch something smaller."
That is.
And that's
Oh,
and
sorry.
then that's what's going to get more attention.
I have noticed like as years go by, like the big recommendations people give for like newcomers aren't really shonen anymore. They're like smaller shows that like are enjoyable to, newcomers and anime veterans, and they're sometimes not even action series. Like Food Wars. I hear people talk
I know.
about. Like that's a recommend. I mean, sure, it's weird, like with the foodgasm stuff, but like that's a recommendation, and that's something that would get overshadowed in the old years. But here, it's like, I mean, to be fair, the quality is really good too, because I've only seen season one, and I really enjoyed it. So, but it's very strange, and it is a good anime to get into. But you have to already be in that mindset of being like, I might see something weird, but that's okay. Because I feel like whenever someone says like, oh, you got to watch anime, and they've never seen an anime, you can't show them like Dragon Maid, like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. You can't show them that because that is too much weird stuff. It's got a dragon who like makes her own tail for her master, and there's like this little tiny dragon, and there's like the Quetzalcoatl girl, like the one with the big tits, who's like with the kid, and then there's the little one who's it's a lot of weird stuff. You gotta them smart, start small. And I don't really see shonen being recommended that much anymore. At least outside of My Hero Academia, because My Hero is like that one, like, oh, it's seasonal, so it's much easier to get into.
Yeah,
Instead of saying
I
like,
think
oh, the
it's just
arc,
due to the.
or
I
like
just think,
Overlord, or pretty much any of the really big seasonal stuff that's coming out.
hmm,
It's not really like the shonen stuff. Or hell, actually, one of the most popular anime to come out in the last while isn't really. I guess you don't. It's an isekai. It's Sword Art Online. I mean, say what you want about Sword Art Online, but it's pretty much it's fucking popular as hell, man. And it's a recommendation for a lot of people. I wouldn't recommend it because I think it's not good, but so you do you, man.
I guess I also agree with that since like shonen is kind of like a big time thing, and like since I have like a time on my hands, and like the only series I think eh, eh, think I ever finished was Bleach, and that was like the only series I finished. Naruto I didn't even finish because it was too long. I just
Bleach is one of the shorter ones, actually.
like too
And that's
much
sad,
filler.
considering the fact it's like 400 episodes. To be fair, a lot of
yeah,
those are
just,
skippable as hell, so. In terms
So
of
I
main
guess
story, there's probably like
watch
300.
and since I got yeah, like a theme with shonen anime. It's like they all use like very long and just it's a time thing, and so it's just uh, you just gotta to get some free time to like watch it since like it just goes on for so long. So I think that's why it's dying off since like just goes on for too long.
I mean, one of the complaints I hear about Black Clover is not it's you know, a lot of it can be about the quality, but one of the things I hear about it is the fact that it's basically being run like an anime from the 2000s. Like, you know, the weekly stuff instead of seasonal. And that's not something that people really do anymore. Like, they do the seasonal stuff. And that might be one of the reasons why My Hero Academia, well, this probably is one of the reasons, because, you know, they have time to make sure that each season looks really good instead of being like, we've got to crank out an episode this week, you know. So.
Yeah. But I think the main reason is people don't have the time and or money to be like, you know what, I'm going to watch the whole of Naruto, so I'm going to go on eBay and all those other places and spend like, who knows how much money per season to get like several hundred episodes and then spend months in my room alone.
That makes me think of a question, but I'm not gonna say that question yet. I'm gonna go ahead and write that down. But that just made me think of a question of something that I saw recently. I was like, oh, that could be interesting.
Because I have seen the filler series of Bleach too, and I do see why people like don't like them because some of them.
Not only that, but they tend to move really slowly just because of that weekly, just because of the way it was run. Like Sean said, it was run weekly, so they would always have to end on like a cliffhanger or find out what
next
happens
time
next
on
episode.
Dragon Ball Z, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because it was just to get people sucked into the show, which is kind of like because it can be streamed and all that. It's just kind of like it's not giving the episode itself is not giving you enough to satiate your appetite. It's just going to be like, well, this show is going too slowly. You just hop off.
Yeah. Oh well, like if more anime do what My Hero is doing, or more shonen series do what My Hero is doing, like I think one of the reasons why shows like Blue Exorcist and Seven Deadly Sins are doing so well is because they also took the season around, but they're not going as quickly as My Hero is. So that's why they're kind of dropped off a bit. Because I mean, like season 1 of Seven Deadly Sins came out in like 2015, and season 2 came out this year. So it's
I never heard hype until
it started around the same time that My
year.
Hero has, but it has one less season.
But yeah, but hype didn't really build up for that until like last year.
Yeah. And like that, and people will just jump off the train. So you got to capitalize on this stuff. You got to make sure you get it done while it's still, you know, fresh and popular.
Yeah.
I think if season 3 comes out sooner, Seven Deadly Sins is probably like, I mean, the manga I've heard is still really popular. It's one of the most popular, I think, on my anime list. But the anime is, you know, not nearly, not to that same extent. So if they keep doing stuff that like they gotta build up the buzz and make it so people are interested. But yeah, Shonen, you need to get your shit together. Come on. Why you gotta do this to me? I used to love you. Why you gotta break my heart? I don't know what just happened, so I'm just gonna go on to question number 3, and that is, what anime has the best animation? And finally, I get to talk about Violet Evergarden, because god damn it, this anime looks gorgeous. If anyone has not seen Violet Evergarden, you can watch it on mute, and you would still say, holy shit, this looks so good. Like, you know how anime has like that stylistic choice of cutting some corners here and there to make it so the really good parts look really good? Yeah. Violet doesn't have that. Every single frame of animation is beautiful. The backgrounds are gorgeous. The production value is incredible. The character designs are wonderful to look at. It's dynamic. It's gorgeous. The anime looks fucking amazing. Like, it looks like a Studio Ghibli movie, and yet it came out with 12 episodes. And there's more to come! God, I've wanted to talk about it on the podcast since I saw it, because it was one of those ones that, like, really impacted me, and it's on my top 20 favorite now. And one of those reasons is because it just looks so good. Like there's one scene in particular where Violet is like she's on a job, and she's kind of told to jump across a lake. And backstory behind it is she's a child soldier, but when the war ends, she goes under the care of one of her guardian's friends and becomes like, what was it, an auto memories doll, which is like, they write letters and such for people, like they'll get commissioned to write a letter, and she goes out to do that, and she's helping someone write a script, and for inspiration she like jumps across a lake, and just that scene is like gorgeous. It was tear jerking, and it looks beautiful, so it's just go watch it because it's such a good show. It's just a shame that the dub is only on Netflix. I think Netflix owns the streaming rights to it too. But it's worth it. It's really good. Sorry, I just gushed for like 5 minutes straight.
Hey, no worries.
It just like Google it. It looks fucking great. I mean, there's other anime that have really good animation too, but I feel like this one is consistently the best.
Okay. Well,
like Fate, the Fate series also is really good, but this one, yeah. Anyway.
Well, mine is actually
What? You cut out.
Oh, No Game No Life.
Oh, ooh, that's a good one. That anime does have great animation. It looks good too.
Because I really like the animation now. This looks so beautiful to me.
Dude, the color scheme in that anime is amazing. It's always vibrant.
Please, season 2, please. Just,
They will never. Season 2 of No Game No Life will come out when season 2 of Penny and Stocking comes out. Basically, 1,000 years from now when we're all fucking dead.
That it will never come to me. And I'm
No,
just
it
like,
won't.
why? Why?
I'm gonna be a grandfather before that happens. But to be fair, No Game No Life kind of fucked its ending and like went for like a surprise like cliffhanger that wasn't in order for the manga, so who knows. But yeah, the anime does look fucking awesome. I own it, so I'm reviewing it this next month. So for Sentai month, yay!
Sentai month.
Yeah, I have like 5 or 6 different anime that were licensed by Sentai Filmworks. It was an American American studio that licenses anime for Americans. And one of the ones they licensed was No Game No Life. Yeah. They've also done they've done Medaka Box. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, and Monkey Brilliant Park. I can't remember. I know it's a really popular one, and I can't remember off the top of my head. They also did Parasite. That was it. Parasite the Maxim. Yeah, they did that one too. So they're cool. Hopefully, maybe at some point I'll see if they can. I'll reach out to them and see if I can do business with them, like sponsorship and shit. Who knows? Anyway, Matt, what else? Did you want to comment on the animation on the girls?
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, to be fair, there's like 3 different girls, and they all look, well,
That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
You look good.
Let me just put on some pants.
Like, that's the thing that I kind of don't like about it.
The thing, I'm okay. I'm not gonna say. I'm actually not gonna say it because it's one of my complaints for the anime. But I do have one thing about one of the girls, and you might know which one it is. But I'm just like, okay, come on, stop it. I know why you do it, but it doesn't make it okay.
I know why, but why?
Okay, I guess I'll say since everyone who's gonna watch it's the sister who's like 11.
Oh yeah, Shiro.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Yeah, but I mean the stance that No Game No Life takes is the fact that like it's unabashedly saying like we don't care. Like it goes straight for like the whole like I can't remember exactly. I know someone put it really well, but it goes for like this idea of um that nudity and sexuality is a thing we shouldn't care about. So, but yeah, it
Keep your
doesn't make
hands
it
on it.
right. Stop it. You have like 4 other girls who are all legal. Do that. If you want to go with the flat-chested girl, there's another human girl who's like fucking 18 and she's fine. She's
You
cute.
Yeah.
just posted. You just post that clip of like it's Michael Jordan. He's just like, stop it, get some help.
Basically. I mean, someone saying like, "Oh, Japan is different age." I mean, she's still underage there.
Yeah,
She's,
she can't.
and,
I mean, to be fair, it's never like really, really, really bad, but it is awkward in certain areas, and you're like, God damn it, stop it. Like, there's like maybe 4 different scenes that make me really uncomfortable. But whatever, that's fine.
yeah, but
The anime still looks good and it's funny.
and like speaking of speaking of the
Stop being such a Steph.
like the look of them, and especially Shiro too. I was like, I did really like her. I was just like the fact that she's like
Damn
really
it, what was her
smart
name?
and like yeah, and but then that she's like a gamer too.
My favorite
Well,
girl. I'm trying to remember
Shigeo.
what her fucking name was. She's the angel girl who was really smart. Oh man, and in the dub she had like this really funny like kind of British accent. Let me see. No game, no life. Let's put a J. Jabril, that was it. I loved her. But yeah, the anime looks pretty. It's very pretty. It's good. It's good. It's a good scheme. All right, it's a good color scheme. Now, Nick,
Yes.
present your answer to the class.
Okay, I'm not gonna pick one in particular because when I was going over this, I realized they all kind of have something in correlation, and it's the thing, and it's actually the thing that draws me in. Now, I'm thinking of like the type of art style for Overlord and
Wait.
person who made Hellsing and Drifters.
Wait,
Could,
wait. Are you saying Overlord has good animation?
well, no, I'm talking about a certain style to it that
I
I
mean,
found.
I'm not gonna try and bash your answer, but like,
I'm not saying Overlord in
okay,
particular.
I'm just saying
is
because
it-
like Overlord, and there's a lot of things to praise about Overlord. One of them is not the animation.
No, I'm not talking like I'm not talking that. I'm saying
Because
no,
I
because
love
I was
Overlord for a
saying
lot
it
of
was like
reasons.
there was a correlation. There's a
Okay.
correlation between the options I wanted to lay out.
Okay.
There's probably more to do with art style, and if so, I apologize. But
Because I mean, like Overlord constantly uses CG to, like make it so it can get the
yeah,
episodes out.
no. What I meant is there's the kind of almost like a gritty-ish, surreal look to it, especially that and like I was saying earlier, like Hellsing and like the person who made Hellsing and Drifters, his art style, his animes also have the same kind of art, the same styling to it.
Yeah, they do. Those 2 anime do look really good.
Yeah, it's kind of it does get like dark and gritty, but it's not. It's like it's nowhere near like DC level bad. Like it's always
I get it.
yeah. Like it's all whenever it's done, it's always to kind of
There's also
better
more jokes in it
express.
than any DC movie.
Yeah, but it's also it's it expresses or it gives way for lighting in it. Like there's a scene in the beginning of Drifters where he meets Nobunaga, and like and the way the shading works it's all like it's all dimly lit because there's only like one fire next to him. You can see all the shading, all like the light hitting his face. Just
Just animation gasm. Oh.
Yeah, like I said, it's probably the art style I'm thinking of, and not the animation. But it's just that kind of that styling to it. I love.
I know, like it's. I don't want to be a broken record, but I'm just gonna go back to like Violet Evergarden, but I just want to say this. I've watched a lot of anime that have really good animation, but that's the first one where like when in the first 5 seconds when I started watching it and something happened, like holy shit, that animation looks fantastic. Like like there was just effects.
Like orgasm.
It was amazing. Like. Okay, if I keep hyping it up, people will watch it and be underwhelmed because like it's a very slow, very calm anime, but there's always like some kind of beautiful imagery for it. But the animation is beautiful. But it was the first time that I watched like for the first 5 seconds, I was like, oh my god. And I watched it with a friend, and he saw it already, and he was like, you need to watch this. And I was like, oh my god, the animation. He's like, I know. So yeah. But anyway, we're going to go into a discussion. Speaking of possibly overrating things, we're going to talk about overrated anime. And I'm going to talk about One Piece.
Because of course you did.
I'm not sorry.
The series are going on for way too long. It's just like, end already, please. I just don't want.
We're only halfway through, according to the mangaka.
Halfway through.
And the anime is even less than that.
It's halfway through.
Yep.
900 episodes of it.
Yep. You know, they haven't found. They've taken over 600 episodes to find the One Piece. And Gurren Lagann, they went to space in 27 episodes. Suck it.
100?
Yeah.
I thought it was 900.
Is it? I don't know. I don't care. The point
Okay,
is.
I'm gonna go Google it now.
Okay, but like I in terms of anime, I feel like One Piece stopped being anything special after the Marineford arc. And even then, after like the Crocodile arc, I didn't get interested in much of this. Like it was like, I mean, I liked the characters and such. Like I liked seeing Robin and such, like having her join the crew and everything, and that was a fun dynamic. But that can only get me through so much. And the Marineford came up, and I'm like, oh shit, this is really cool. And you know, then there's Ace dying, and it's sad, and then after that, I feel like it's just like I've seen this, I've seen this, I've seen this. I can watch this in another anime. I can watch this in another anime. I've seen this, I've seen this, I've seen this, I've seen this. Like, can you just, like, there's only so many times you can do an arc and have something new and have it be interesting. 831. Holy shit!
As of the 8th of April this year.
Oh god darn it.
You know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, and people are going to get pissed at me, but I think Pokemon is better. In terms of anime with huge episodes. Actually, I don't. I don't. I do think that Sun and Moon, the Sun and Moon anime is better than One Piece. I will say that. And that will get people to kill me, but the rest of Pokemon, not as much.
How? You wicked thing.
Also, the Sun and Moon version of the Sun and Moon Pokemon anime looks way better than One Piece does.
I don't know how in the world is Ash immortal. It's just like Ash never ages.
Who cares? Who gives a shit? No one gives a shit. It's a meme. One Piece is overrated. Fucking fight me, nerds. Bring it on. Put up your dukes, motherfuckers. I can take anything you got. I just feel like I get that like Fairy Tail technically has like lesser quality, but I feel like Fairy Tail oftentimes gets the shaft when it's arguably just as good as One Piece, at least anime wise. Manga, not so much. But the anime for One Piece and Fairy Tail are like just as good. So.
Because like Fairy Tail.
I would not say Fairy Tail is overrated. Fairy Tail is like moderately popular.
Because it just like has too much of the powers of friendship and just like keep reusing it for every arc.
That's One Piece too! One Piece has that same bullshit! And everyone's like, oh, it's okay there. No, it's not! It's still stupid! It pisses me off! that anime gets a pass when fucking Fairy Tail doesn't. Like, come on! Jesus Christ. And then Luffy gets a new fucking power. It's like, what the fuck is this? You can turn into a cannonball now? What are you doing?
I did not.
I'm sorry, but it's stupid. It's so stupid.
I didn't see it, but I see your point.
I've never exploded over this, but it's just I hate the fact that everyone gives One Piece a pass when it does the same bullshit. It does the same stupid fucking bullshit, and somehow it's okay there. It's not. It's still stupid. Do something original. I can't watch pirates fucking around for 600 fucking episodes.
831.
Fuck you!
April.
What? And I have guys.
No, but okay, it does really irritate me that people give One Piece a pass. Like, oh no, it's okay there, cause I don't know, cause I like it, and I don't like it when that anime doesn't. It's like, okay, how about you just say that? Don't say it's better. Just say you like it more. I can understand that, but to say that One Piece is objectively better when it does the same fucking thing is like saying, Black Clover does the same thing as Naruto, so it's good, right?
That doesn't make it better.
When it does the same stupid stuff as Naruto, it doesn't make it better.
I think that's another problem with shonen is they kind of end up doing the same thing again and again.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, if you think about it, like, One Piece is doing that. Naruto tried doing Naruto again. The main character of Bleach became half another thing. And Dragon Ball is just Goku wins.
Yeah.
Goku wings.
The anime sucked Goku's dick. That was a bigger laugh than I expected. Jesus, I thought that was just a throwaway line.
Seriously.
No, I thought that was funny, man. It's like...
Don't shoot! This man isn't black. Sorry. I had to bring that up because it's fucking funny.
That is funny. That's true.
But yeah, One Piece is overrated.
Fucking
Fucking fight me,
the
nerds.
Cell Saga. Goku wins.
Yeah, that's true. The only time he didn't win is the Cell Saga.
Yeah.
Which is like one of the best ones.
Yeah, it's considered by the majority of people that Cell Saga is the best saga.
Actually, I thought it was the Frieza Saga. Maybe Conquest is too slow.
Yeah.
And the Cell Saga does change up a lot because first like, it's gonna be a tournament. Then it's like, oh no, I'm gonna blow up the Earth. Oh fuck. And then there's the beam struggle. By the way, that thing of Team 4 Star when they did Cell Saga was fucking great. If anyone has not seen that, see episode 60, part 1, 2, and 3. They are really good.
God, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Mwah! Gorgeous. That's how you do it, folks. Dragon Ball Super sucks too.
Yeah.
Like one of
I didn't finish that yet.
It's Dragon Ball Z again. I'll be right back. You guys talk about stuff.
Actually, funnily enough, that was my pick for the most overrated. Like, don't get me wrong, I actually do love Z up to like the Cell Saga, but because everything goes downhill from Cell, and it ends up going into like this is meh to bad to really bad. It brings down the entire series as a whole. And yet you got like everyone still talks about it like it's one of the greats.
What
is? Like, it hasn't been great since Cell.
Oh, Dragon Ball. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't it be better if Vegeta was the main hero?
Yeah. I mean, ever since Super, everyone hated Goku and liked Vegeta because Goku's like trope tropes of Goku became amplified to his whole character. Vegeta evolved as a person.
Yeah. I mean, as an anime, I don't think Super is really that bad, but like, I don't know. It's just,
But like,
it's
yeah,
just not that
everyone,
good.
yeah, but you get like everyone is just like Dragon Ball is so great and blah blah blah. I was like, and I was just saying, bitch, Dragon Ball hasn't been good since the Cell Saga. Like, even Dragon Ball fans, even like a Dragon Ball channel has said, Buu Saga was a mixed bag. People shit on GT constantly, and Super, people say it's between. People say it's not that far from GT.
Yeah.
So yeah, it hasn't been great since whenever the Soul Saga was. I'm gonna look that up now.
I like GT.
And you know what else is overrated? Death Note. I'm not gonna say that actually. I do really like Death Note.
Yeah, actually.
I actually do really like Death Note. I mean, it is overrated, but I do really like it.
I actually like it.
I just wanted to say something else so to get people riled up. Because I thought it'd be funny, but no,
Well, I mean,
no,
he just
no.
got
But
some good
people
concepts.
don't comment angrily. I do actually really like Death Note. So,
But I mean, like it's not only that. Like
Yeah.
I think Dragon Ball is the most blatant about doing the same shit over and over again, especially with the movies.
oh, have you seen that one meme of you can't sum up an entire show in just one image, and it shows the tournament arc, and then one of the enemies saying that damn Goku always exceeding his power limits, and I'm like, wow, you summed up the fucking show, great job.
Like what the show is, it's a new bad. He's threatening for like 20 episodes. Goku gets a new form and beats him.
Except for like
And for the
Jiren,
mo-
who was like threatening for like 80, and then it ended.
Yeah, and then it ended because Goku
That
got
was
yet
the
another
big
new form.
difference. He was OP for longer,
Yeah,
and he was
And,
less
like-
interesting. Like we haven't had a
and
good villain.
I know people
since...
shit on the movies even more because it's just like
I actually like the
I was
movies.
like, oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, some of the
Lots of
movies.
movies are completely terrible, but
Some of the movies.
I heard a criticism for the movies was just like, it's a guy who turns into a big bad and Goku punches him really hard in the stomach when he's Super Saiyan.
I like Battle of Gods and World's Strongest.
Yeah. But, like, you can't tell me that doesn't sound vaguely familiar to quite a few Dragon Ball movies.
Oh, it does. It does. I mean, anything that doesn't. I mean, a lot of them don't involve Super Saiyan, obviously, because like,
Yeah.
what was it, the Lord Slug one or whatever? He went like fake Super Saiyan. I didn't even win.
Just dead silence.
Yep.
That's just. 'Cause I don't know.
Actually, I do have an overrated one that is not a shonen, Evangelion. I think Evangelion's overrated and is okay at
I think I
best.
said my overrated. Oh wait.
I'm still talking. Okay, he's
No, he's
gone.
done.
He's dead, just like Evangelion is. No, I've said this before, but like Evangelion goes for like a depressing vibe, but the problem is there's not enough highs to make the lows feel worth it. Like you can't have an anime that's just constantly at a low point. And that's kind of
Yeah.
how it felt. Not to say it's not like, not to say it doesn't have its merits, but because I couldn't get into it. I thought it was like everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's so good," and I was like, it's all right. I'll be right back again.
Oh yeah, to what I was saying earlier, YouTube. Cell Saga ended in 93. Dragon Ball hasn't been great since 93. Fucking fight. If you can prove me wrong,
Thought I heard something.
show up.
Thought someone was coming in to steal my stuff.
I was
Just
just
fight me.
saying. I was just saying that Cell Saga ended in 93. Prove me wrong that Dragon Ball hasn't been great since 93.
Battle of Gods movie was fun. I'd say that's like the best we've had since then.
Yeah,
Because Resurrection F was alright. It was alright.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to say Evangelion. Actually, mine is kind of the
I
opposite.
didn't.
Because the movies do something different than the anime. And I actually like those ones. Because I feel like those ones balance the idea of what Evangelion was going for better than the original show.
Really?
Yeah. and I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people out there who think the movies are better. I mean, the original anime also ended really depressingly, and it seems like the movies might not go for such a depressing vibe. Because like in the original anime, like the end of Evangelion movie ended really strange. It was kind of, I think it was the end of Evangelion movie was even like a kind of reboot of the original ending, which was already depressing as fuck. And it was like a whole bunch of characters died and such. But yeah, I like the movies more. Fight me.
So like I didn't see them.
Oh well, they're good. They're not like anything super amazing, but I enjoy them. Honestly, I still think the best real robot anime out there is Gundam 00. It is a legit real good. Gundam Wing is also like the original Gundam is also really good though. It's one of the anime from that time that really do hold up.
So it's like Resurrection F, like the Resurrection of Frieza.
Yes, because everyone loves Frieza, and now he's back, and he has a golden form. He can mega evolve.
Why? Bring him back.
Because he's the most popular villain, and they were like, "Shit, what are we gonna do?" I don't know. Bring him back. Fuck it.
He's the most popular.
Yeah, he's the most popular.
I'm part of like the other group of people who are like, no, there are clearly better villains than Frieza because he's not a fucking trope.
Yeah.
Hi,
Luke. My dog just slipped on my bed. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? He's like, I heard anime. I want to come on. Yeah, you like Frieza too, buddy? Yeah, I think he's alright too.
I still think Cell's better.
I don't know. I'm one of the people who say like I like Frieza more, but I'm still not like Dragon Ball Z villains are not my favorites. So I'm not really that impartial anyway.
I like Frieza too, but bringing him back was the dumbest thing.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why, but yeah. To be fair, when we get new villains in Super, you can understand why they would bring Frieza back, because the new villains in Super aren't much to write home about either.
Yeah, let's go back to what I said.
Yeah.
Trying to finish it. I am trying to, but
I do actually like about how the Boo saga, how Boo became like a fucking ally. It's like, oh no, I'm good now, and I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of hilarious, and I love it.
All of these shows, but I just have so much stuff to do.
Okay, but yeah, I have two overrated ones: One Piece and Evangelion. Everything else I feel like is overrated, but like it doesn't really affect me that much. These two, especially One Piece, Evangelion, I feel like is like, yeah, that one's pretty overrated. One Piece, I'm like, okay, yeah, that one's overrated as fuck. To be fair, I overrate animes too, so
yeah,
we all do.
Even like my favorite is like people consider is all right.
Yeah. I have nothing to add. So I want to go to the anime battle. We're going to make it a fight. And this one is Shigeo Kageyama from Mob Psycho 100, or Mob if you want to call him that, versus Tatsumaki, or the Green Tornado, I believe her superhero name was, from One Punch Man. It's two midgets with psychic powers. Fuck yeah. Well, I mean, she's like, well, Tatsumaki's like in her like 28, so, and she's really short. Yeah, she has a younger sister who's like 19 and she looks really tall, and Tatsumaki's like 28 or something like that, or 25 or something, and she looks like she's 16. I mean, to be fair, Japan does it a lot, but she's this. But I mean, in this case, I can understand it because like there are people who do look young for their age, so. It's not like, oh, she's some 1,000-year-old person, but she's really a dragon lolly, so it's good. No, but in this case, it's like, I can understand why people would want to, sexualize Tatsumaki. Not saying I do, but I'm just saying like I get it because there are people out there who would like that, so it's understandable. She's not a 1,000,000-year-old dragon or some bullshit.
Yeah.
She's like just probably like dwarfism or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, we're making them fight because they got psychic powers, and they made it by the same person. So. Um, on the one hand, I feel like Tatsumaki has shown like greater physical feats. Because like there was one thing like when the spaceship came and she like stopped all those weapons from falling and like sent them back and like the ship exploded and such. And she's like never been defeated from what we've seen. But we also haven't seen too much of her. And from what I've seen of Mob, I'm gonna have to go for him because like when he loses control, boom, he's off.
Yeah.
Like what was it?
That's only if like he's like pushed.
There, there was the one thing where like he's fighting that guy in the alleyway. There's
Yeah,
one
I'm
thing.
himself, but I looked up the character.
There's one thing where he's fighting the guy in the alleyway, and like he sends them flying up into the like they go flying up into the air, and then they go skyrocketing down. They go through like this like you know like those I don't know what they're called like they're like the parking garages for like where they have like all these floors for different cars to park in for like usually like for amusement parks and shit. But like they have that and like they go through that and there's like this giant explosion like boom and like he's fine and the other guy's just like out. So and like he's taken on like incredibly powerful. Actually, there's even one scene where actually I don't should I do you want me to technically spoil kind of sort of because it's a really funny moment.
Sure.
But there's one thing where like at the end Reagan, who is Mom's like teacher, even though he has no psychic powers, is saying like you can't use your powers against people. You can't stoop to the enemy's level. Like he's trying to be like, no, you can't. You have to be a decent person. And he gets like cut like by one of the other guys. It was really funny power. Like his power was like he's like I use this plastic sword so much it's now just as strong as a real one. And I'm like, wait, what? Okay, sure. To be fair, there's a lot of really weird powers that are just really because it's a comedy, so it works. Like it's a weird comedy, so it works. It's not meant to be taken seriously. But he gets cut down. But the thing is, Mob actually transfers all of his psychic powers to Reagan, who basically like knocks away these powerful like attacks, destroys everyone like easily. So like that just shows like if with all of Mob's powers, he makes other psychics look like bitches. They're his bitches. To be fair, Tatsumaki's probably on a way different level than the psychics that Mob has faced so far, but I still feel like she's very arrogant. So I feel like she'll probably toy with Mob for a while and maybe piss him off somehow. Because she's also like someone who like she's also someone who taunts her opponents, and you don't want to piss Mob off. That's the thing. If she beats him before she pisses him off, then there's one thing, but I feel like that won't happen because Mob has taken some pretty bad damage. And he's also able to transform when he's unconscious. So
wait, so how bad damage what are we talking here?
What? Oh, like what was like the worst thing? He's just I mean, like he's been pummeled brutally by like these powerful like there's one guy who like he's like 30 or something. He's like jacked as fuck and he's like using psychic powers to enhance his punches. And he's like wailing on Mob, like making it so his face is like all punching him through walls basically.
Okay.
And Mob is still able to get up and kick his ass.
Huh. So the way that he was able to survive by
them off.
A building.
I mean, Mob is probably much better offensively than he is defensively.
Yeah.
And I'd say Tatsumaki probably has a good defensive ability because she has never been hit in One Punch Man. So she's probably really good at defending herself. But it's a personality that I feel like would really be the end of her. No, not like the end of her like she dies, but the end of her where she gets like her ass kicked. There's even a 1 minute melee of this, where like the most of it is just Tatsumaki basically like trying to kick Mob's ass and like knocking him around and such, and then Mob gets really pissed off and like is about to beat her face and then just throws her down and she's out cold.
Yeah.
It's a really good animated fight too. But I do feel like her personality would piss Mob off, and like I said, You don't want to piss Mob off.
Yeah, I feel like
You
it
wouldn't
would.
like him when he's angry.
Yeah. I feel like it actually just comes down to just how I don't know who created the guys.
One.
I'm trouble with names.
But we actually don't know the creator's official name, but he online he goes by the name of One.
Okay, it's just I think it relates to One's writing style where he makes overpowered characters and they're bored with their power.
Yeah.
So I think they would win just based on his. I think Shigeo would win just based on One's writing style.
Well, I mean, Tatsumaki's overpowered too because she's one of the strongest heroes in their world. And like the fighting and like the power scales of One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100 are way different. Like I would not pit Mob against against Saitama at all. But like because like things that like the really powerful psychics can do in Mob Psycho 100 is stuff that like the powerful heroes in One Punch Man can do and such. And there's still stronger ones than that.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's a lot of it has to do with her personality that would eventually make Mob go, okay, shut up.
Because
And
I
then
think
just
I go
like you're
like,
pissing me off, girl. And she's like, girl, and then because you know she's like fucking 20 and she doesn't want to be called a girl. She's like, I'm a woman, bitch, and then you know.
well, like I think that the fight would get to that point. Since she would get Mob to its breaking point to that question mark mode.
Question mark mode, what?
And I looked him up, and like one of the things like the site said that he apparently has like a question mark mode. It or whatever. So I'm just like, really? So he has a question mark mode that's even powerful than them? But whatever. It just said that. So. Anywho, but it's so I just think that yeah he would be pushed like to his breaking point. So I feel like that would ultimately decide the fight, but no. But and yeah, I think I'm.
Well, the one thing that does put Tatsumaki's favor in is the fact that she can fly and Mob can't. At least not usually.
Oh yeah. She can't fly, though.
Hold on, let me see. She's also able to like knock. She's really strong. Like, don't get it away. Like, she's really tough. So, but I just feel like her personality again would lead into Mob snapping and going, "All right, I'm done with you." So I'm gonna go with Mob Psycho or Mob. I'm just looking up stuff to find Tatsumaki for like reference, and I just Jesus Christ. That's a all right.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know if she wears underwear. She's like fucking what's her name from Konosuba? Aqua. She's like the great debate. Is she wearing underwear? Like I don't care. I don't know. She could probably blow me off. Anyway, I'm still gonna go with Mob.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mob just purely on how I'm just on how One writes his stories and his characters,
which is really good.
Yeah, and I'm not bashing it.
Yeah,
it's just saying like the protagonist is always like ridiculously overpowered because it's doing that for the sake of comedy.
And then he shows other powerful characters and deconstructs them and saying, yeah, it's not that special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you say, Matt? Who wins? Okay.
So everyone's pick Mob.
Yeah.
Because I think I go to me, yeah. yeah, like he would get pushed like to his breaking point, which would be the end of the fight or something like that. So it would still be like an awesome fight, just like ultimately like Mob would win.
All right. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this, as always, you can in the comments or on Twitter, which is the link to my Twitter on my YouTube page in the top right. Send me ideas for questions, discussions, or anime battles. Or if you want to be invited, just ask. Ask and you might receive.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
And who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? Only I do or don't. I don't know anything.
The next Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Watch as Goku gets a new form and beats the big bad again.
Yeah. All right. Have a great day, guys.
Yes, because this is what this show's about.
Yep.
And glad we acknowledge that.
Yep. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Goodbye.